Well, we know that Google is going to launch their most interesting phone, the Pixel 8 and 8 Pro, in the month of October this year. But Android Authority has received information on the screens that will be utilized on these devices from a source inside Google. But that's not the only thing. This information actually reconfirms what previously disclosed by Ross Young. So if you don't know, Google is actually downsizing the Pixel 8's display from 6.31 inches panel it used on the Pixel 7 to 6.17 inches. And that's actually a big thing considering Pixel 7a, which will also stay in the market at the time of the launch of the Pixel 8 and 8 Pro, still have the same screen size, 6.17 inches. But the big upgrade is that the refresh rate is going from 90Hz to 120Hz finally. However, the 1080 by 2400 Full HD Plus resolution will still remain the same. But that's not the only difference. There is going to be another one. The display brightness is actually going from 1000 nits on the Pixel 7 to 1400 nits in HDR mode. That's a big improvement. The smaller display actually means pixel per inch or PPI is also up from 417 to 427. Now, this is not significant enough to see, but it's still there. The changes are also being made to the Pixel 8 Pro screen, but in a different direction. The Pixel 8 Pro actually is going to have less curvy, or should I say flat display rather than a curved display. Now if you don't know, the curved display of the Pixel 6 Pro and 7 Pro has kind of drawn criticism more, so that's probably the reason why Google is switching to a flat display. I think that will make sense. And we've also seen them already in the on-leaks renders. This is no surprising though. The Pixel 8 Pro's display is also getting a slight trim, 6.71 inches to 6.7 inches, not a big deal. But the Pixel 8 Pro's resolution is actually decreasing this year. I don't know why that is the case, but they're doing it. 1440 by 3120 on the Pixel 7 Pro to 1334 by 2992, which is what most tech geeks will actually find surprising in this situation, despite the fact that most people would not notice the change at all, because the PPI change is very little, from 512 PPI to 490. But one change that people will notice is actually in the brightness. As opposed to Pixel 7 Pro's 1000 nits peak brightness, the HDR content can now be seen at a maximum brightness of 1600 nits. That's a huge improvement, a massive improvement. But that's not where it stops though, there is another one. In contrast to Pixel 6 Pro and 7 Pro's display, the Pixel 8 Pro will also have a 120Hz refresh rate, but the screen will be able to redraw between 60Hz and 120Hz more seamlessly. That simply means you will not even notice that the phone is switching to 60Hz from 120Hz. That's going to be a much more smoother one. The Pixel 8 Pro will also be able to better adapt the refresh rate with the information displayed on the screen, because the refresh rate for the past two Pixel Pro models were fixed to 30Hz, 60Hz and 120Hz. This time it will be 10Hz, 30Hz, 60Hz and 120Hz. So it can go much more lower. That means it's also much more efficient. Good. Now, according to the same source, Google has also doubled the corner radius of the screen of both of the phones, making the edges more rounded and the phones kind of feel less squared off. And the insider also mentions that Google will purchase the screen of the Pixel 8 Pro from Samsung. And that's not surprising considering Google and Samsung are basically best friends nowadays in the industry. And if you don't know, the Pixel 8 and 8 Pro will also come with a Tensor G3 chip that will basically be based on Exynos 2300, and it will be made by Samsung Foundry again. So yeah, the Google and Samsung partnership will continue for a long time. Anyway, if you want to know more about the Pixel 8 Pro's Tensor G3 chip, you can check out my recent video on that. I will link down below. So now here's the thing. Recently, a leaker actually said that Pixel 8 series will not have an A series device. Like, there is not going to be Pixel 8a to succeed the Pixel 7a, because the Pixel 8 is actually going to switch to the same kind of screen size, and it will be very similar. And the gap between the Pixel 7a and 8 will be much more closer. So if they launch a Pixel 8, let's say, that will technically be very close to the Pixel 8, and that will not make sense, because at the end of the day, when the Pixel 8a will arrive, the Pixel 8 will go down in pricing. So that's probably the reason why Google will not launch a Pixel 8a. Does that make sense to you? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. What do you think gonna happen with the Pixel 8a? Is it gonna come, or the Pixel 8 will take the place of the Pixel 8a? And yes, if you want, you can get some crazy cool wallpapers up on my website. A link down below. Until the next one, bye and take care.